Freight Broker Business Startup. Introduction to Freight Brokerage, Application Processes, and Business Training Requirements. Written by Randy Russell. Narrated by Lawrence Davis.
Chapter 1. If you are the owner of a startup freight brokerage, you are aware of the rewards and risks associated with expanding your company. Startup, growth, maturity, and transition are the four unique phases that every firm goes through. You provide the company your time and money during the first two periods, when you can distribute earnings and live a more leisurely lifestyle. The second and third periods are when you'll see a return. You will devote a lot of time and resources to the growth phase. At that point, you'll need to choose which company model will work best for you and your situation, an agency model or an organic one. Long-term success is possible if you make wise decisions and stick to your course. Model 1. Agency development. If you want to run an agent-based organization, your business will help brokers who don't want to deal with billing, accounting, carrier credentials, insurance, and other back-office tasks on a commission-only basis. The agent generates rapid revenue growth while lowering indirect costs but eroding profit margins. Consider representatives as customers rather than as staff to help. You work for them, and they are typically brash, independent business people. To guarantee minimal transaction cost and manage cash flow, you must have reliable processes in place. Heavy haul brokerage GT Worldwide Logistics in Monroe, Indiana, employs both outside sales representatives and internal sales staff, according to service manager Clint Prosperi. GT began in 2006 with only my partner and me, doing roughly $1 million in revenue. The brokerage had 22 sales reps by 2010, and Prosperi and partner Rich Francis were on track to make roughly $25 million, in addition to Texas, Florida, St. Louis, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Washington. GT has agents all.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?